Good morning and welcome back to my channel. I've been working in an office for 3 years now and thought I'd share a more in-depth version of my everyday workday routine. Every day isn't always the exact same, but for the most part, I've found a nice rhythm and routine. I try to incorporate healthy productivity while also being realistic with myself. Working full-time can be very exhausting and it's hard to fit so many healthy habits in every day. So I keep it pretty simple and realistic. I know it's a good day if I can make time for these life categories: home, health, relationships, spirituality, and mindfulness. Now, with my current routine, there's definitely some not so great habits that I can improve. For starters, I am so guilty of pressing that snooze button first thing in the morning. I also am not the most consistent with working out, and sometimes after work, I'll just throw in a pizza instead of taking time to cook. As you can tell if you're watching this video, I also post every week on YouTube, so it's almost like working an additional job in addition to my 9 to 5. That's where grace comes in. So if you take anything from this, please know that it's okay to not check off everything on your to-do list. You're working hard, and honestly, I think you're doing amazing. But now, let's talk about my good habits, the ones I've improved on over the last few months and years. First, I stay off my phone for the majority of the morning, and let me tell you, it has helped my anxiety and stress immensely. I try my best to make my mornings as peaceful as possible, and letting in outside voices from social media or the news can definitely hurt that. I also eat breakfast every morning. I notice a huge difference with my mood and energy levels after fueling my body with food. Another healthy habit is that I've been getting better at dressing the part. For a while, I wore clothes to work that I did not feel my best in. It is absolutely wild how putting on an outfit that fits and looks nice can drastically increase your confidence and self-esteem. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not fully there yet, but piece by piece, I'm working on it. I recently got a new work purse, and it genuinely makes me feel way cooler than I am. For all of my corporate girlies out there, a purse can genuinely change the game for you. I know it has for me. Since we're on the topic of work purses and healthy habits, another one of mine is that I pack my work purse the night before just to save a bit of time in the morning. This beautiful bag is from Oleata, and they are so kindly partnering with me on today's video. Oleata is made by women for women. Oleata is actually derived from the Spanish word for ocean waves, which pays a tribute to us women who are gentle yet powerful, which is extremely empowering in my opinion. This particular bag is the Wavia Bag Plus in the color Latte. This handbag is consciously crafted with Italian leather that is waste byproduct recycled from the food industry. There is a place for a 14-inch laptop, a pass-through back sleeve to secure to your luggage, 3 interior pockets, a zipper pocket, and a front pocket, which I personally love for holding my phone. I absolutely love that this bag can be worn in many different ways, as a handbag, a shoulder bag, a crossbody, and a backpack. It's versatile and very durable as it is water, stain, and scratch resistant. Be sure to check out Oleata's new fall and winter launches by using the link in the description box below. Don't forget to enjoy an extra 15% off discount site-wide with my code Rebecca Oleata. Starting on October 25th, this code will also get you the same early bird discount as their Black Friday sales. Thank you so much to Oleata for partnering with me on this video. After making sure I have everything I need, I head out the door for work. I get there about 8:30 and leave at 4:30 p.m. On a normal day, I get home from work around 5:15 p.m. About once a week, I schedule a grocery pickup, which honestly is a huge time saver for me. With working a full-time job plus YouTube, I am always looking for ways to improve my time management skills. I'm also learning not to rely solely on motivation to do my healthy habits, but instead on setting up effective systems. I learned this from the book Atomic Habits by James Clear. Definitely worth the read if you haven't already. When I get home from work, especially in the office, I genuinely feel so exhausted, so drained, and I don't have energy to do anything. All I want to do is lay down and read or go on my phone. But I found that as soon as I get home from work, that is the moment that I need to change into something else and go move my body. When it comes to building a consistent routine, here are a few tips that work for me. First, plan it out. If I don't plan it, it most likely won't happen. I brainstorm all of the habits I want to incorporate into my life and then figure out when I can fit them into my day or week. I've tried time blocking and that has been pretty helpful for me. I'm also obsessed with writing to-do lists. Physically seeing everything I want to do in a list form and being able to check it off after I complete it is really helpful for me. Second, make sleep a priority. If I don't get enough sleep, my routine is pretty much thrown out the window. I have to prioritize going to bed at a decent time so that I can get at least 7 hours of sleep minimum. Typically, I prefer getting 8 to 9 hours, but that's not always possible. You guys, I had literally no idea what this was when I opened the package because I forgot that they were gonna send this to me, but this is from the YouTube Partner Program, which is literally so cool. The first thing I've ever received from them. It's Legos, and basically I can build my own little play button with Legos. Next, start small. If I try to go from not working out at all to working out 5 times a week, I'm setting myself up for failure. Habits take time to build, and it's important to give ourselves grace in the meantime. Which kind of leads to my last tip, which is to be flexible. Things don't always go to plan. Life happens and unexpected things come up. Whether it's a friend that needs you, or even if it's that time of the month, we have to be flexible and kind to ourselves. I've really been learning to listen to my body this year and give myself what I need in each moment, whether it's as simple as water or food, or deeper things like rest, community, or time spent on a creative hobby. At this point in the evening, I try to spend some time on YouTube work, whether that's editing a video, responding to brands, or just planning out content. I spend over 20 hours a week on YouTube-related work, and that does not include the time I spend filming. My hope is that one day I can quit my 9-to-5 and solely focus on YouTube and/or being a mom in the future. To be honest, I'm still working on finding a balance between work and taking time for self-care and hobbies. On nights I edit, it's really hard to make time for other things. But I've learned to prioritize self-care more heavily on the nights I'm not editing. I've also learned that even if I spend only 10 minutes on something that brings me joy, it's still worth it and it positively impacts my day. It's now 10 p.m. so at this point I am winding down. I have been reading a little bit more. You guys would be so proud of me. I've been trying to read a little bit before bed. Definitely does not happen every day, but tonight instead I figured I would start to build the little Lego YouTube play button. Lately, I've really been focusing more on hobbies. If you would have asked me a few years, gosh, probably even a few months ago what my hobbies were, I probably couldn't tell you. It felt like my whole life revolved around work and YouTube, and that was pretty much it. Recently, however, I've gotten the urge to branch out, try new things, and find some new hobbies that allow me to have a little escape from real life for a bit. I'm still at the beginning of my little hobby journey, but I've started reading again, like I mentioned. I've started coloring a bit, and now building these Legos. I can't even begin to express how good it feels to switch things up and focus on creating freely. This is your sign to do the same. Even if you just spend 10 or so minutes like I do, the effects it may have on your overall mental health and well-being are so worth it. Thank you guys for spending this little 9-to-5 day in my life with me. I definitely did my best to sum up everything I do in a day, but also please know that you're just watching 13 minutes out of 24 hours. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for being here. And thank you again to Oleata for sponsoring today's video. Definitely go check out the link in the description and use my code if you want a discount. I'll see you guys in the next video.